Guys, this DPen project that I just covered a few days ago is up about 400% over the past 7 days. Let's talk about it.
I'm Josh Berger. I'm here in sunny Puerto Rico.
I'm Michael Turpin, and we are in Beverly Hills, Puerto Rico.
My name's Jesse Berger. I'm here in Puerto Rico.
I'm Brock Pierce, talking to you from the monastery here in the enchanted island of Puerto Rico.
I see huge opportunities for mesh networking in the future, and I believe that Packet is really leading the way in a new era of how to mesh network.
So mesh networking is something that I've tracked and followed since the early 2000s when it first came out as sort of this amazing solution that entire cities could have a mesh over them and everybody would have free bandwidth.
Most people are familiar with mesh Wi-Fi, which are closed network systems that are password protected. And Packet is ushering in a new era where people can use open mesh and actually extend mesh networks outside of the home, which is this inclusive way for people to get online.
You know, often those of us in the Western world or the developed world, the ones that are blessed, you know, to live in a place where we kind of have all the things available to us, often don't understand how the rest of the world really lives.
It took a lot of cooperation and also engineering to be able to have an entire city roll out. I was involved with the city of Cyprus rolling out their initial mesh network.
You know, these technologies have the ability to impact the lives of the least fortunate. You know, if you were going to design Maslow's hierarchy of needs today, you'd say to have life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, to have the prospect of happiness, right? If you haven't traveled, you don't know what life is like in Central or South America or on a Caribbean island or in Africa or in Southeast Asia.
So where Packet can provide benefit is when there is enough Packet nodes that are out there. As long as somebody has the internet, they're able to share that with their community and create a mesh network in places that need it.
So the solution that, you know, decentralization through Packet enables is that it's the users who are able to go and grow it, not, you know, city planners.
I see the Packet technology benefiting Puerto Rico in a couple of ways. You know, one of the big problems that Puerto Rico has is that it gets hit with major hurricanes that just knock down infrastructure.
You need telecommunications, you need financial services, you need these basic elements. And I think about how do we uplift the least fortunate, you know, people on the planet, and this is an area where connectivity may become more accessible, and that is what appeals to me about this project.
Also, not everybody in Puerto Rico has internet. There's a wide range of poverty to wealth, and Packet technology allows them to share their internet and pay significantly less than you would if you had to subscribe to a traditional ISP.
You know, Packet is another technology that takes decentralization and brings it to the market for bandwidth.
Packet technology has an incredible opportunity to benefit the island of Puerto Rico, in particular around mesh networking. You have on this island people who have really, really excellent internet connections, even fiber internet connections, and you have people who don't even have internet connections. So by using Packet's technology, you can have people sharing the internet with people who don't have internet, which really is following in this vision of getting the next billion people online.
Well, Packet's been around a while, and that is something that I like to see. I like fundamentally the problem that Packet, you know, is trying to solve, which is mesh networking and, you know, communications, telecom, kind of connectivity.
The parts of the Packet project that get me excited is that it really feels like it's just getting started. There's been this long path of building utility and building wallets and getting the technology to a place where people can really use it. And I feel like that's just starting to happen now.
I think it's an area that is intriguing to me, and one where, you know, I'm interested enough that I've, you know, become a small participant.
What gets me excited about Packet is that it's building internet infrastructure that is so desperately needed. we've just come to terms with the fact that we're going to have this expensive bill and poor quality of service, and that half of the world is just not going to have access at all. And so when we take that power away from the ISPs and give it to the people who actually want to build out this network and aren't just trying to, price gouge people, this is a huge opportunity, and it's something that I'm super excited about.
All right, guys, what is going on? What the French toast is going on with PKT? Now, when I covered Packet, it was around 1.6 cents, around about that price range. It is now up a little over 200%. All right. And this is such a bullish chart. Every dip just keeps getting bought up. So congratulations if you got in on Packet before this explosive move. Yeah, this is really, really cool. So I went to their Twitter and I saw something really, really interesting. Now you can see here on the coin market cap, before we go to the Twitter, you can see we're trading at 0.0044 cents. All right. So we're almost at about half a penny. We're still at a $15 million market cap approximately. Wow, you're still early with this. Like, you are so early with this project. Again, like I said, you can grab it on MEXC and looks like Bitmart as well. But DeepIn, AI, and gaming, these are like the hottest narratives going forward in this bull run. All right, so you're still early with this. It's not too late. If you ask me, again, like I said, it never had a bull run. Came out at the end of last bull run based on this chart. All right, came out back in March 2022, and that was around 1.5 cents, at least at the time that it hit coin market cap. So you're about a 2x away. Yeah, you're about a 2x away from 1.5 cents. All right, so yeah, I think there's much more growth for PKT, and I think it's gonna surpass the 1.5 cents mark. All right. And if you look at the tokenomics are actually pretty good. You got 3.35 billion tokens in circulation with a total supply of 6 billion tokens. So a little over 50% of the tokens are in circulation. So, those are better tokenomics than most of the other DeepIn projects. Like if you look at, let's say Hive Mapper, for example. Yeah, so Hive Mapper has 8% of the tokens in circulation. All right. Now, those will probably be emitted slowly over time. All right. And you've got a market cap that's way bigger. It's like 14x that of PKT. All right. So there's much more room for growth with PKT. Now, I know that those projects are different fundamentally, but they're in the same sector, right? DeepIn. All right. But if you take a look at the Twitter, I saw this post the other day where Brock Pierce, yes, the man himself, Mr. Brock Pierce, is bullish on PKT, right? Let's hear what he has to say.
Say that. Can you comment on, let's say, 3 crypto projects you find interesting right now? Are you allowed to say that?
Sure. I mean, I'll just talk about a couple of projects that I've been working on this last, call it, week or so. One is a project called Packet, or PKT. They're trying to solve for the excess bandwidth that you have on your devices and to create kind of a mesh network, to create a kind of a decentralized connection. And this is an interesting project. You've got Helium in the market with, call it a $30 billion market cap.
Yeah, guys. So yeah, Brock Pierce is bullish on Packet, and it sounds like he said he's been working on the project as well. So that's even more bullish because Brock Pierce is a big deal, and I remember him from EOS. You can see here he's listed as the co-founder of EOS. All right, so there's an interesting team over there at Packet, at PKT. So he definitely sees the value in what Packet is doing with their project, and he sees the potential as well. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, because that's another reason to be bullish on PKT as well. So yeah, I think that there is much more room to run for this project, and I think it's just getting started. All right, if you take a look at the 4 hour, you can see the MACD is lining up for another push to the upside. All right, so this is a really bullish chart. Don't have a lot of chart data on MEXC. Okay, so I'm using the smaller time frames, of course, and you can see on the 8 hour, these wicks, these candles, they just keep getting bought up. So I'm still holding, because I think we're still early, and I think that there's way more upside for PKT or Packet. All right, guys. So again, congratulations to all Packet holders. All right. And yeah, guys, until next time, I will talk to you guys later. All right. Deuce Crypto out.